What's going on, everybody? Big day. Xbox Developer Direct should be a lot of fun. Excited to see what they have to show off. Excited to see these games. Are Indiana Jones? What's that going to look like? Probably the one I'm most excited to see. And Avowed, I'm very, very excited. But overall, man, it's gonna be a fun time. I think they said it's about a 48-hour show. How's everyone doing today? How's everyone doing? Hearing that they're going to be showing a fifth game. But nobody knows what that is. I don't think it'll be a shadow drop, but I think it'll just be a trailer of some sort. Right, Link? Hey, Citizen 4, appreciate that. What's up, everyone in the chat? What's up, Rachie? What's up? Boss Red, Justin, Robin, THDES, John, Ultimate Sharps. How's it going, everyone? Xbox is fourth party now. Xbox is fourth party. Yesterday, and like everyone was talking about what Sadia Nadella said, and I hadn't listened or read what he said until later at night, and I thought there was going to be something interesting. He said absolutely nothing new about anything. Just it was exact same things that we already knew about Xbox and what they were doing. It's like people forgot that they signed 10-year deals with multiple companies. The song Shadow Drop, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Silk Song Shadow Drop would be super cool. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see it. I don't think we're gonna get a Shadow Drop. I'll be honest. But I think we will see maybe one or two. No, probably one surprise. I don't know about two, but we probably will see a surprise of some sort. But you know what? I am completely happy with what we are going to be seeing based off of what they have told us. I think there was a show previously about with like Elder Scrolls stuff. I wasn't able to watch that. But what is the thing you guys are most excited for today? Which game do you want to see the most, or that you have the most interest in out of them all? The Hellblade, is it Indiana Jones, is it Avowed, is it Ara History Untold? Ara History Untold. No eating on my stream. I won't eat. I just ate before I came down here, so I'm not hungry. I may drink some water if that's okay. I may drink some water. Hellblade 2 release date. I want to see that too. I feel like it is going to be that May 21st date, or it's going to be in May. Like it just seems like that date makes a ton of sense for the release of Hellblade. Ready for the release? Ready for Hellblade 2? Yeah. South of Midnight would be a dope shadow drop. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a shadow drop, but that would be super cool. All the PlayStation channels are running and drooling over Xbox going third party. I mean, at this point right now, with the 2024 outlook after their 2023, with just getting Spider-Man 2, they probably want to play some of these Xbox games. I don't know why they don't just buy an Xbox or sign up to Xbox Game Pass. It's a very simple thing to do, right? Then you get to play everything. Get to have access to all the games. I have access to all the games. I play everything. Switch, my PlayStation 5, my Xbox. 18 minutes to go. No problem. No problem for the water reminder. Everyone hydrate. Hydration is a very important part of life. You're feeling tired, hydrate. You're feeling tired, you're feeling like you're not yourself, drink some water, you'll feel better. Con Artistic with the $2 super chat. It says for reading my free chat. Hey, I appreciate that, Con Artistic. I appreciate that. I mean, I read the chat. I like interacting with you guys. I like interacting with you guys. Super chats, hey, I don't mind super chats either. I'm not gonna lie. Who doesn't mind super chats? But I don't mind reading the free chats. Stop by car artistic. Master Chief collection. You mean the Gears collection? If the Gears collection is the shadow drop, I will lose it. I'll be so happy. It just seems like such a no-brainer thing for Xbox to release. If they released Gears collection that's like similar to the Master Chief collection and how they create it, and you have the Master Chief collection, Xbox will literally have the two best compilations in gaming. One spot. One spot. 168 of you in here right now. Let's go. Developer Direct. I hope this is the beginning of them doing this every 4 months or so to let us see what is coming up from Xbox over the next little while. This is going to be a huge year with games that come out. It's going to be tons of stuff to play. Tons of stuff to play. Looking forward to Game Pass. Well, here's the thing, right? Whether they do additional Game Pass editions or not at the show, which they probably won't, every single game that we talk about here today is going to be going into Xbox Game Pass day and date. That's the beauty of Xbox's strategy and Xbox. Everything they show off from their showcases from first parties is day and date into Xbox Game Pass. Day and date into Xbox Game Pass. Banjo-Kazooie Shadow Drop? Let's go. I hope so. All the games in development, they have enough to do these throughout the year. Yeah, I think so. I agree with you, James. I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. I think that, and I think this is their best style of show. I like this better than their big show, just because you get like a more in-depth look at the stuff that is coming out. I don't mind sizzle trailers. I don't mind like the CGI stuff. It's not my favorite, but at the same time, it's like I'd much rather see gameplay and I'd much rather see them actually talk about and show off what these games are going to be about, rather than keep you walking away guessing if what the game is. Hey Christian, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Honestly, guys, it's been a rough month this for January. I don't know what it is with January, but the YouTube algorithm or whatever. But my channel, I'm not really complaining, but like compared to previous months, it's been a rough month. But I still power through and get those daily videos out because I enjoy doing it. Avowed, let's go. Let's go. What do you got? 14 minutes here before we get going. I think they said it's a 48-minute show. So nice. And we've seen directs from other companies like this, and they're like 20 minutes, and so Xbox is gonna have a lot of information in here. Big lug. No, I don't think they're not talking any Activision stuff today. They've already said that. No Activision stuff today. Zero Activision stuff, but I think we will get a separate thing for Activision in the next few months, like they did with Bethesda. So on top of these developer, or maybe they'll just call it another developer direct or something, but I think we will get that like Activision roundtable that they did with Bethesda. I mean, they must. There's no way they're going to keep people guessing as to exactly what's going on when we're getting games into Game Pass. Because right now, right? I mean, they closed in October. Then there was a few months they have to get acclimated with everything, and then there's the Christmas break, and now everyone's getting back into the groove of work. So I'm thinking in the next few weeks, hopefully, we're going to be getting something. What's up, Mark? Welcome. No, I don't think there'll be any shadow drops today. I think we may get like we've been hearing on social media and stuff that like there's a 5th game, but I think it may just be a trailer or an announcement of some sort. But I hope it's a shadow drop. I loved the shadow drop last year. I thought that was very, very well done, especially because it was a great game. But if they here's the thing, Xbox is kind of in a tough spot, I think, when it comes to shadow drops because they set the bar like up here for shadow drops with Hi-Fi Rush, right? If they release something that's like not that great as a shadow drop or a smaller game or whatever, it's still awesome. But you're gonna have a lot of people complaining, probably comparing it to Hi-Fi Rush and saying that, oh, now we don't want shadow drops anymore because this game isn't as good. So they're kind of in that spot, right? But I love getting shadow more games, so I'm good with it. What am I expecting today? I'm expecting exactly what they said about we're going to see. Indiana Jones, nice gameplay trailer. It's 10 minutes of footage of Indiana Jones, or 10 minutes of the show is dedicated to Indiana Jones, which is a large chunk of the entire show dedicated to a game we've seen zero gameplay of. So I'm thinking Indiana Jones is coming out this year. I'm thinking we're going to get a 2024 release timeframe for it, which is just crazy to add to the actual lineup that's already there. And then we're going to see Avowed, of course, and probably deeper dive into that. Get or maybe a release date for Avowed, Hellblade 2, a release date for that, and then Era History Untold. Probably a release date for that. I think we're gonna get release dates pretty much all these except for Indiana Jones. Now that I sit back and think about it, because if Avowed's coming in 2024, why not just give us the release date now? Unless they are worried that it could get delayed. But they probably wouldn't have put it in this show if they weren't confident that it's coming out this year. That's a question. Is Indy going to be third person? I don't know. Could be a mix. I hope it's third person. If it's not, I will be slightly disappointed, but I'm definitely going to be giving it a chance, like to see what they are able to come up with first person. So I think it'll still be cool. It'll still be cool. 220 of you guys in here now. That's awesome, guys. Thank you for stopping by, hanging out today, and watching the developer direct here with me. Independent, an indie game shadow drop. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. You think something cool happened at the show, but who knows what? Yeah, who knows? Nobody knows. But I mean, Xbox is giving us a show right away in 2024, which is awesome. Stalker 2 screenshots do look phenomenal. I agree. I can't wait for that one. September 5th now. We have that release date for that. Moved out of Q1 2024. Not surprised that that happened. Like when I would talk about the game, even when we heard it was Q1, wasn't really having my mindset that it was actually going to meet Q1. So September 5th is cool, especially with all the games that are going to be available soon. We got how many more minutes till this thing starts? 9 minutes. 9 minutes till this thing starts. As soon as they hit play, whether it's like before the show starts or not, I will switch over, guys. Don't worry. Will they talk about new Xbox hardware? No, absolutely not. Unless that's the surprise. And clip this and then make fun of me. No, I don't think so. I wonder when we're going to get the announcement though for that Series X digital, or if we are going to get an announcement. I think we will. I don't see why that's not going to happen. It does make sense from a business perspective and from the next console that Xbox will put out as a refresh, put out a digital version of the X. So I wonder when they're going to announce that. Maybe in the summer, and then they drop it over Christmas, over the holidays. Hey, but Dominic, thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. The all new Xbox cylinder. And then they're going to release an Xbox trash can like they have with the fridge and the toaster. You can have your entire kitchen or wherever you keep your fridge and toaster with a trash can. You can have that entire room of Xbox appliances. Indiana Jones will be first person with third person elements. The teaser we had showed it from the first person perspective. That's an interesting take. That's the rumor right now, that they're going to have both. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Team do I have in the playoffs? Well, I am a Titans fan, but I'm actually cheering for the Lions. I want the Lions to win it all. You're talking about the NFL playoffs. Just be a nice story, you know? A city that where they've suffered so much with the Lions, never won a thing. Also wouldn't mind the Bills winning. Hoping for a Lions Bills Super Bowl. You like the Halo gun? Oh yeah. Neither, baby. Lights up too. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, Minnesota Wild. Oh, is this the Minnesota Wild? They're in the stream with me. That's pretty cool. I'm a Habs fan, but hey, you're welcome. You're welcome to the stream, Minnesota. Hey, I don't blame you for not being able to stand IGN. Don't blame you. The Chiefs got it. You think they could win on the road? Their first road playoff game? I don't know. I think this is the Bills' year. I think it's their year. Bills Lions. Let's go. That's my prediction. How do I feel about losing Vrabel? I think that was the absolute worst decision. An idiot decision. I think it had to do with internal politics. I don't think he deserved to be fired whatsoever. And I think it's going to bite them in the ass, which always does. The Titans have always terrible ownership management biting them in the ass. What's my poison today? Right now it's 2:30 or it's almost 3 p.m. So I'm just drinking water, fortunately. I still have things to do after this. I can't cheer for the Texans, Mark. As a Titans fan, I can't cheer for a team in the same division. How long has Indiana been in the making for? Well, from what I understand, from what I read, was they wanted to announce this thing back in 2020 and they wanted to release it by fiscal year 2022, but because of the pandemic and E3 being canceled and everything, they had to push it back. So it's been development, I think, for quite a while. Been in development for quite a while. So that's why it's actually when you sit back and actually think about the development time frame for Indiana Jones, it would not be surprising realistically if they were to release it this year. So if we get a release date, that'll be pretty crazy, but it's honestly not that surprising. But we'll see. We will see. Hey, Renero. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thanks for watching the videos every day. It means a lot. It helps grow the channel and yeah. Very helpful, guys. Appreciate that. I heard Rams fan from St. Louis. Too bad they're not in St. Louis anymore. I can see how you understand bad ownership. Cujo wants Lions and Bills go to Super Bowl too. Hey, same here. As a Washington fan, I've won the worst ownership crown the last 2 decades. I can't really argue with that. Can't argue with that. All right, what do we got here? 3 minutes till this thing starts. 3 minutes till this thing starts. 254 of you guys in here right now. Appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. I didn't expect such a nice large crowd turnout, but I mean, this is awesome. This is awesome. 1 minute behind me. It says 3 minutes on mine. That's 3 minutes on mine. All right, let's go. Let's go. Cowboys are up there with worse ownership. Man, how did the Cowboys blow it so badly? No offense. Sorry if that hurts you. Every year after year. I'm gonna drop Dak. I am watching the Xbox channel. I am watching the Xbox. 2 minutes says premieres in 2 minutes. Premieres in 2 minutes. You know, I can switch. Wait, what do you got up here on my screen right now? Let me see. Premieres in 2 minutes. I can switch here, and then I'm going to move me. And once this thing goes live, you're watching. You're watching. Don't worry, I'll move my big face around so that you guys can see it properly, depending on how it shows up. Let's go. 60 seconds. 60 seconds. All right, guys, I'm not going to talk too much during the show because I want you guys to be able to hear it. But I will, make a few sounds here and there. But yeah, enjoy the show. You got 60 seconds before it starts. Excited for it. Eagles were worse. I agree. You got a Bears fan in here. You got a lot of different fans in here. Remake. That's it. You called it. That's going to be the shadow drop. Okay, Xbox, you're late. Wait, no. You still have 1 minute. I'm not using dark mode. I don't know. Because it's not dark right now. I like the light. It illuminates my face more. Bengals fan in the chat. Niners fan. Detroit fan. Hey, I hope Detroit gets to the Super Bowl, man. Rooting for them. They win it. Go Xbox. Premiere will begin shortly. By refresh and make sure. Missing it. Not going. Late. They are late. Okay, let's get the test. All right, you guys can hear the background music. Just let me know in the chat so I make sure that you have good sound. Let me know you guys can hear it. Oh yeah, the video is full screen. Okay, perfect. Let's go. Let's go. Enjoy the show, guys. What are we starting with? What are we starting with? Here, I'll put the volume even higher.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the living lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret at the heart of the living lands. At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different.
Why subtitle on Arabic?
We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Aora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG. Here to talk more about Avowed's combat is Gabriel Paramo, Gameplay Director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range of enemy types.
Holy shit.
It's not just hacking and slashing. You're making real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks, blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some are brutishly difficult, and others you must make sure you prioritize or their healing capabilities will put you in a tough spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your enchanted wand to freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
That's what I'm gonna do.
We've worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the living lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the living lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Really good. It's
just
weird.
The four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me.
It looks different than the last time they showed it graphically.
Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge.
Looks really
Take
good.
Everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray areas, trusting players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and
Medieval Turok, yeah.
it was so dark.
Let's go.
I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone, but I have to know if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Usui, why is he not here with you? What happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Third Born.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team have worked to create a unique, colorful, and dynamic visual style.
From the outset, we knew that we wanted Avowed setting to feel rich, weird, and wonderful. We found inspiration in a wide swath of real-world cultures, helping us create a unique RPG experience. By contrasting the vibrant with the dull, or verdant spaces with sickly ones, we
This
can
looks
better deliver
really, really good.
complex emotional experiences for our players.
I'm really impressed by the art style.
The
and
Living
graphics,
Lands
too.
is a continent of untamed valleys with widely varied biomes, from luxuriant forests to volcanic wastes. And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but
Yeah,
I have a
agree,
deep
Ultimate
place in my
Trips.
heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning from destitute, muted tones of a wasteland of sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, there's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
Tony's hoping they go
We hope
third
you've
party
enjoyed this
definitely
look at
right now.
Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore the Living Lands when Avowed launches this fall.
All right, so give us a release date. Don't just say fall. All right, that looks so cool. There's that picture too. No release date. Fall. Okay. So no release date, but fall. We'll see. Looks phenomenal. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play this one. Honestly, it looks. And it's Obsidian. I'm more excited overall for this over Indiana Jones, but I'm most excited this show to see Indiana Jones because we haven't seen anything about it. Looks really good. Okay, let's go. I want that picture they had at the end there.
Hi, I'm Don Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua Saga Hellblade 2, and the team is working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
This is Xbox's PlayStation game, so the ponies are going to be very, very jealous when they see this.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will reject it.
Little by little, this settlement became my tribe.
In the game, Senua arrives in 10th century Iceland on the trail of the Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal elements on top. Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies.
Game's gonna be a showcase
and also
for
new
the
allies
graphics.
who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
A sign. Focus.
Senua is a Celtic warrior who experiences psychosis, seeing things that other people don't,
Nobody's gonna
hearing
lose it.
voices, and having unique beliefs about the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the previous fight? We have all new combat for the sequel.
Or combat.
One of our key goals was the ability to
This looks
actually
so
tell a
brutal,
story
like-
throughout it.
So gory and
It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey.
damn.
We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story. We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in Iceland. You
I hope they're
have to
showing
be
this
there.
gameplay on the Xbox
sense of
Series X
scale,
like they did at the
everything
Game
is
Awards.
incredible. And you see a scene or you see a small section of the game and you're like, yeah, that works, that's amazing.
Senua experiences reality differently, and a part of this manifests in the voices she hears.
She will collapse. She will collapse.
These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through a spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will we do to her? What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them. We feel their craft, their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and
Interesting
unique
how they're
experience.
doing that. Going around like that.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a game that is great to play, but to craft an experience that leaves you thinking and feeling. From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey. A journey that you can embark on May 21st.
There it is, May 21st. So that release date that was leaked was correct. I'm not surprised. That just is like a very logical release date for this game. And that's in the Q2, not Q1. Like I said in my video, I couldn't count. Oh, here's the unknown. Square Enix. The new Mana game? No, I don't know. Is this coming to Game Pass? Or is this a brand new game?
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer
It is
for
the Mana
the
game. Let's go. Is it coming to
here
Game Pass?
at Square Enix. 聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年、ファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに、個性豊かなキャラクターたち、心に響く楽曲の数々、武器の特性を生かして戦うアクション RPG としてこれまでに17作発売され、長らく愛されてきました。本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Same graphic style, but it looks like the exact same.
今回これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井光一さんとともに、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grabs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series
This
to
shows that
Xbox
relationship has
players.
really grown between Square Enix
初
and
期の
Xbox.
頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。今作では初めはドット絵からスタートしたモンスターたちをどのような形で最新化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジー外伝を作っていた頃から、自分の頭の中ではモンスターたちは立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できるかにこだわって作ってきました。最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情にも注目してください。
これまで聖剣伝説シリーズには空を旅する海を渡る手助けをしてくれる頼もしい仲間たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場します。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックルも石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上で、ヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや丸まった時のイメージなど、ゲームの中での見え方も考えながら調整を重ねていき、ピックルは誕生しました。
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去さまざまなコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。BGM でもしっかり聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思います。過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、アレンジが切り替わる様を実際に聞いてみましょう。今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。そして本作ならではの特徴として、聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックルにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
聖剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
No Game Pass, so they just showed it off. Summer 2024, but I guess they're showing it off here to show that their relationship with Square Enix is good now, and they obviously are trying to get more people in Japan to play Xbox, so why they're showing it off on the show. They're gonna end with Indiana Jones. Who's excited for this one? For our history Untold.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games. We founded the studio in 2013 with our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Ara History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Ara is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Ara, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion. We started small, building a robust game engine, questioning our design assumptions, and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
The end result is Ara, the historical grand strategy game that presents a living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Ara, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Ara is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time to the thousands of citizens living their lives and reacting to the changes. We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. And no feature better exemplifies this than the prestige system.
To win a game of Ara, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
The prestige system gives players the chance to decide what kind of leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs.
That's pretty cool.
In Ara, there are no set victory conditions. Players get to decide what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the Great Pyramid of Giza. They're hard to build, but worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities to the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara that I'm personally excited about is our crafting system.
The crafting system offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge that exists in Ara compared to other 4X games.
Crafting plays out in Ara at a national scale, with players honing and combining the natural resources they harvest into all manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything, from international trade to improving their cities' and citizens' lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft military units. The crafting system in Ara encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Ara, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Ara just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to keep playing the game and stay engaged rather than having those periods of downtime where you're not doing anything.
It's not easy sifting through all of history and picking what to include. For Ara, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at cultures and societies throughout the millennia with the broadest lens possible.
Where this approach really shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and many more.
Each leader in Ara has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their contributions to world history.
With a diverse global roster, we know players will find leaders that they will want to play. And even a few that may surprise them with how fun it is when those leaders are handed the reins of power.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Ara for, you.
Building the game alongside real players has given us that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
"Cougars, cougars,
cougars, I hate cougars!
Someone get these feline demons away from me." I'm happy to report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game later this year.
But the launch of Ara is only the beginning. We are going to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Ara and to create your own history.
All 2024. The only release they've gotten so far is Hellblade 2.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones.
It's first person.
When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought, who would be like the best studio in the world to make this? And it was my friends at Machine Games. I can remember pitching Lucasfilm on the game and being, a little bit nervous because, look, it's, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project, and they have just been so trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
It could be first person and third person.
You are missing, Dr. Jones. While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
Yeah, Machine games are first person.
Myths, history, Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
Watch me. Throughout history, mankind has built sites of great spiritual significance. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
So there's a mix of first and third. Let's see that. But this does look good either
I've
way.
had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up?
Looks, yeah, I mean, looks good.
Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Circulimani. The Great Circle.
Name that we kind of already knew.
You have any idea how old that was?
Indiana Jones is such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do that best through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into the rich, exciting and interactive world we've built. We believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person. But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat and the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
Yeah, so it's a mix.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Getting the hang of this.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be more easily overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed guard. But I think most of the time you'll have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering more solutions, whether it's trying a different path through the environment to get around enemies, observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an amazing global adventure, with action propelling you through your journey.
We have these really diverse environments for you to explore. Indy's journey will take him to the forgotten temples of Sukhothai, the pyramids of Egypt, the snow-peaked Himalayas, and beyond.
We look carefully at each location and the time period the game is set in, and we're trying to make it as authentic and accurate as possible.
We love creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we also had the goal of making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of the biggest ways to do that is with the music. John Williams is the original composer for the indie films, and we're really lucky to have found Gordy Hub, a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
Fight. What do you mean if I can keep up? We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one yet in Emmerich Voss. He's this intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He creeps up on you and gets under your skin like he gets under Indy's skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indy's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purposed as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction.
I mean, the game looks good.
And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indy's whip. And hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature in our game. The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps, small secrets, and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Machine Games is known for creating these roller coaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives.
And it's up today.
Exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience while still being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle will be coming later this year.
Yes,
and I
let's
cannot
go.
wait to share more soon.
2024. That's another 2024 release. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is gonna be a huge year for Xbox. Huge. You look at all these they just showed, and there's still more. 2024. That's crazy. That's awesome. Is there another game? Is that it? Are we done? There's one more spot, but the 24 is in the way.
Should I take one?
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
That looks good.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay happy!
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
You aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Everyone's just still sitting here waiting for the shadow drop. Everyone's just waiting. I know it. I feel it. What's next? Where's the shadow? That's it. That is the show. That is it. What? That is the show. What did you guys think? What did you guys think? I thought it was great. I thought it was great. Everything we knew that they were showing, they showed. And Avowed, I think looks very good. Indiana Jones, I was hoping it would be third person, but I also assumed it was most likely not going to be because it is Machine Games. But either way, I think the game looks phenomenal. I think the game looks very, very good. And we're getting that in 2024, which is another game added to the Xbox lineup, which is crazy to think about, right? When you think about all of the games that are coming out, every single one there, 2024. Starting off with Hellblade May 21st, and then we're also getting Indiana Jones on top of that. And then you also got to think about all the Activision Blizzard games that we don't know about, because I mean, we haven't heard anything about Activision Blizzard yet. We don't know when those games are coming to Game Pass, Call of Duty and all of that stuff. Rate you with the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. The shadow drop is Turnip Boy robs the bank. I'm actually excited to try that game out. It reminds me of Nobody Saves the World, and I actually love those games. So that's going to be fun. But I thought it was a good show. I thought it was great. I mean, you can't go in there thinking that there's going to be stuff that there isn't going to be, because they told us before the show started that this is exactly what you're going to see and expect at the show. So that's only on your internal expectations if you were expecting something there that they didn't announce. But I thought it was a good show. I thought it was a good show. And Visions of Mana, that was a surprising one to show up, because you don't expect that at an Xbox show, but it is definitely proving the relationship between Xbox, Phil Spencer, and Square Enix has greatly improved. And those rumors about Final Fantasy 17 now, they could be coming true. They obviously have a good relationship now going forward to show up at an Xbox developer direct. So 2024 is going to be crazy. It's going to be an insane year for games, and it just seems like it's not slowing down here with this developer direct, with Indiana Jones added to that list of games. And who knows what else we may see if they have more developer directs throughout the year, right? Who knows what else we may see. Trying to think what other ones that they've announced, like Flight Simulator 2024 edition is still coming. What else? Is there anything else I'm forgetting from 2024 that we for sure know about? I don't know, but that's still like it's a ton of games. You got Indie, you got Hellblade, you got Avowed, you got Flight Simulator, you got Ara History Untold. So it's already a stacked year, and then again, we'll see what happens with Stalker 2. Yeah, that's a third party Xbox Games publishing game, but Stalker 2, another one that they for September 5th. Call of Duty at the end of the year is going to be coming. And then whatever else, again, we don't know about from that they have hidden. So it's already a stacked year. It's already a stacked year. If they can release all of these and there's no delays, and I feel like why go out on the limb here and give us that whole Indiana Jones trailer unless you're pretty sure, like almost 99% sure you're going to hit 2024 release date, because there's no reason for them to show us Indiana Jones right now. I don't think many people were expecting it. So they're probably extremely, extremely confident that game is definitely dropping this year. So I wonder when that is. Because right now, the end of the year is looking very crammed with games. And this was the one thing when I thought about, as all of the first party studios Xbox has, they should try to spread out their releases. But the end of the year is extremely crammed right now with games. Everything there is seemingly the end of the year except for Hellblade 2, which is a release date of May 21st. But everything else is, I think, probably September and later. So you have Avowed in Q4, Ara Q4, Indiana Jones. They didn't say when, but I'm guessing it's going to be Q4. I'm talking calendar quarters, not their fiscal year quarters. People always go back and forth between those. Then you're going to have Call of Duty as well. That's like 4 massive games going into Game Pass first party, or just going on the Xbox first party at the end of the year. But yeah, guys, that was a fun show. I appreciate everybody here stopping by. I'm going to obviously make a video talk about this for tomorrow and at 8 a.m. and stuff. So appreciate everybody here stopping by and watching the show with me. I'm going to end the stream now just because I got stuff to do, and I was excited to watch this show. So appreciate everyone stopping by, and stay tuned for videos and stuff. And thanks for all the support on the channel. Huge turnout today to watch shows with me. So that was awesome. Definitely will be continuing doing these going forward. But everyone have a great day. Hit the like button if you haven't, and stuff like that. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good morning wherever you are in the world. I'll see you later.